Hi, Paul Davis here from Nimbus Maps. One of the big challenges in the property industry is obviously finding people that want to do deals with you. Now, that can be from the point of view, as we sort of talked about with these bespoke services around kind of site finding, but actually what we can also do is actually find companies that are maybe on profile for what you're after. So in essence, what we can do is we can ask ourselves some big questions around things like, which are all the companies that have a certain size of portfolio? What are all the companies that have got a certain asset class within them? That they hold, or perhaps they're trying to sell. So within that, then having got that kind of understanding of those businesses, maybe it's I want to know all the businesses that have gone into liquidation, or any of those businesses that perhaps have started to see a sort of a reduction in turnover. Any of those businesses that perhaps are selling things, so I can kind of then start to understand whether I can approach them to go and buy some of their assets off them. All of those questions can be answered through the Nimbus Maps Bespoke services. So kind of anything that's sort of in that left-hand side panel around the ownership and some of those links across to Companies House, I want to search for those particular types of company that are doing certain things or have certain types of people within them. That's where that kind of service can come from and can support you in effect. So having found those leads, we can then do some really cool stuff around trying to work out whether they are actually truly on profile and how you get in touch with them. So there's the old school way of doing it, which is writing letters, which works beautifully in the case of site finding and things like that. In the case of this, often you want to kind of follow up with phone calls and you want to sort of search for websites, things like that. And we have some great services around that where we can, in effect, take those company names, look for similar and related companies and Google it and stuff like that, and then kind of present your responses and double check the outputs are right and this sort of stuff. So we can kind of match up the process you're typically getting your teams to do and that kind of that manual process you're doing, and we can kind of then do that for you. It's kind of our big strap line is the bespoke services do it for you, frankly. So very quick and very easy in terms of searching, finding those kind of businesses or those people that you're after. And really that's kind of one of the big powerful things that Nimbus Maps Bespoke Services can do, is find you those on-profile customers that you're after, that have a certain characteristic, and filter out the ones that don't have that characteristic, and then help you build a marketing campaign that will then go and approach them, whether that's through letter campaigning or making phone calls through your sales team or your whatever team your acquisition team, whatever it is you're using in effect. So all very quick and very simple through Nimbus Maps Bespoke Services.